it's John Piper with the weekend video, and it's Saturday the 26th of May. Alright, just for change, we're going to start with Euro Dollar this morning, mainly because one of my subscribers requested analysis. It's quite an interesting chart, in fact. We looked at it before, of course, but obviously it needs updating. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, very strong bull run for the euro against the dollar. And we then saw this big A wave and ABC form, then a B wave up to there, followed by a 5-part C wave, 1, 2, 3, bit of a triangle here, and then a rather muted 5th wave down to there. You'll see that the second wave, wave 2 of C, was a very different form to this somewhat triangular wave, wave 4. Good support on the 50% retracement level between 2008 through to 2012, quite a long period of time. And then we fell below 61.8% and found support around, well, it didn't get as far as 78%, put it that way. So that looks complete. We've got a complete 1-2 here. Now that's quite a dynamic wave 1-2, spanning a 15-year period plus. So if this trend is to continue, if this AB is a good signal for the next substantial move ahead, then we could see significant euro strength. It seems rather unlikely given the current situation, but never mind, against the dollar. Now I think the dollar is it's fraught with the problems of all fiat currencies, far too much printing going on. Powers that be want to spend, wage war everywhere, etc., etc. So, I mean, it's a question of both are pretty weak, but maybe the dollar is, as I've been saying, reaching a tipping point, and this chart does rather support that view, because we could be seeing a third wave, and it could be quite dramatic. So let's have a look at the action since the low down here. Right, so the low came in around parity, which is obviously a fairly important level. Again, a very clear 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No real doubt about that, followed by an A, B and C. Now no sign of a bottom right now. This is a corrective decline, as far as I can see. I mean, obviously we're seeing dollar strength at the moment, but it looks like a correction within this continuing uptrend, which goes back to the 15 odd years. Even if the low is in at this point, then we'd only expect maybe a corrective ABC at this point, followed by another leg down. I mean, it's possible it's complete, but it looks a bit subnormal. It's only hit 38.2% level, whereas you might expect it to go a bit below that. But we do live in dangerous times, I think. For currencies, fiat currencies, in fact markets generally, there's huge amounts of debt in the system is not just going to go away. It's going to cause a lot of problems. Which is why I expect markets to fall back, stock markets to fall back this year, and similarly gold, etc., cryptos to have a good time. But these things take time to happen, as is all too obviously clear from the way markets are behaving. So I mean, it could be a complete move, but we've got no confirmation at all at this point. But I would suspect we're going to see a bigger ABC before it's all over. It doesn't really help trading to an extent. We'll have a look at the shorter term. We're on a daily chart now. Look at the monthly chart first. You can always tell by looking at the that bit here. It does state the type of chart, and I'm a little bit remiss in stating which charts I'm looking at. Let's go down there just to see what the shorter term says. Alright, so from the peak here, we've got an A, B wave, now 1, 2, possible 3, 4, 5, which would suggest that we are actually pretty close or even at a low on this chart. And obviously even a corrective rally could be of some substance. I mean, it's a big move, so quite clearly they would a B wave now would be of some significance, perhaps slowly taking us above 120, I would have thought, which would give dollar weakness, which would be good for gold, of course. Anyway, we'll look at gold next. Right, so my preferred count on gold at the moment is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 goes up to there, followed by a very irregular A, B, C, and then another 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So wave 1 is 5 waves up to there, so up to there, then the irregular ABC, and now wave 3, and this is a wave 4 correction, which could be over. It can't go too far down. If it takes out that high there, that would be questionable, and that one definitely. It's not meant to overlap with the wave 1, although it can overlap with the wave 4, I believe. So what we could see is either a move straight up, and 1320 is resistance along with 1326 thereabouts. So wave 5 to do that would be exactly what we're looking for before we see a correction. So that's well, essentially the scenario I'm looking for. It might go a bit further. It might see a B wave and a C wave. Shouldn't go too much lower at this point in time, though. If the dollar's on the turn, that would obviously could help gold quite substantially. But so last weekend I was talking about gold going up. Last week it went up, and I'm still expecting it to go higher, but we could see some kind of peak and a correction set in during the week. Alright, the DAX, this is the 2-hour chart, so it's all the peak, 5 waves down, discussed that already. Now I've got the A, B, C, B, C wave. I've been talking about the 13200 level where A and C are approximately of equal value, and of course it's bang on the 78.6 retracement level, which is a major retracement level for wave 2s. Right, we've now got some pretty impulsive action, so let's have a look at that to confirm the sell signal. Okay, so the peak came in there, a very small 1 wave, 1, 2, 3, then an ABC, almost a flat, slightly irregular, and a 5th wave. So I mean, it's a bit fiddly up here, but the count is valid. I think this is probably an A wave. Could be the whole of the correction. It hit the 50% level just about, so that's certainly enough. That could be a B wave, and this could be a C wave developing. So we're not quite sure what we're seeing here at the moment. We might want to see a further rally up to 13,050 thereabouts to the Fibonacci 61.8% level. But this could be impulsive, and this could be corrective. So have to watch the action. Overall, I tend to look for a little more upside, I think, at this point, and a sell signal down here. As I've said before to my subscribers, we're using the 6633 system. I'm using it to trade these declines. Had a good week last week, bit of churn the week before that. Well, if we do see a very large fall, then it should work very well, I think. And we'll see how that develops. But that's my strategy coming to shorting the equity indices. With gold and crypto as I buy to hold, which is a much simpler strategy. That's stocks, bullion, ETFs, etc., etc. Right, and I give details of those shares in the private trading room, along with shorter-term trading positions. Right, finally Bitcoin. There are some glimmers of hope here. The peak came in just below 10,000. It's possible we've got an A, B, C, A, B, C, B wave, followed by an A, B, C, a double zigzag. Now the only issue I don't like about the double zigzag at the moment is that the A wave, as outlined, from 10,000 down to around 82 is 1,800 points in length, whereas the move from 8.8 has only gone down to 7.3, so it's a bit short. What we could see, this could be a wave 4, A, B, C, and then we could see a 5 down to 7,000 to complete the C from here. There are alternative counts here, but that's the one I like at the moment. But the one I don't like, just to show you, is that we're seeing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So either B wave becomes a 4. This is a wave 2. That's quite pretty subnormal, but that can be a sign of weakness. And this is actually a wave 3 starting up. That would take us well below 6,000. I discussed that last week, I think. The short term has some positives. Let's have a quick look at that. Although not so many on this chart. On IG, the charting shows a clear 5 waves up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not so clear on this one. This could be. I mean, that looks like a 5-2. So it doesn't really help matters very much. And this is just dithering around really. I did took a short-term long position, but I think I'm going to bail out of that. It doesn't look too encouraging, or at least raise the stop pretty tight. Because even if I think this is probably just an ABC, A, B, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. So I think we might go a little bit higher, but it looks like we're going to see another leg down. If that's a 5th wave down to 7,000, that would be perfect, in that it would fit in well with the wave count, and it would give us a good reason for seeing a key low. And if we then had confirmation with a 5-wave advance, that would be a great buying opportunity on Bitcoin. Right, that's all for this morning. Hope you found that interesting and useful. Back to the report on Tuesday morning for subscribers. As I said, a lot happening this year. Probably a key year, pivotal year, I suspect, in many ways. Certainly for gold, and well, the cryptos are pretty pivotal all the time as they condense so much action into such much shorter time periods. But the equity indices could well be seeing a major peak this year. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.